The TESS mission is a satellite that was sent up to try to look for planets outside our solar system.
Since that launch in April of 2018, we have operated the satellite on campus, and for new students who may be considering coming to MIT, the opportunity would be there to actually operate in real time a satellite that is exploring the entirety of the solar neighborhood and basically looking at these signals that represent planets passing in front of their host stars.
I think it's very rare to get the almost instant gratification that TESS data provides. It's unreal to me that basically every day that I open up my computer, there are new planets to discover, and there's something new every day.
Right now, TESS is the main planet hunter in the world. We find 50 or even 100 planet candidates each month. That's potentially 100 new worlds every month. The goal of TESS is to leave a legacy catalog with planets that are worthy of follow-up. We'll be looking at the atmospheres with the James Webb Space Telescope. So finding the planets is really just the first step to a whole world of discoveries.
TESS is actually detecting and measuring transits, temporary dimming of light from host stars when a planet passed between them and ourselves. These transits are very brief. If you consider a system that was like our Earth around the sun, you would have a diminishment of light that would last only about 10 hours and once a year. You would have to be incredibly lucky if you looked at a random star and then tried to find a transit. You'd basically be sitting for a long time just watching that star do nothing. So that means you have to look at a lot of stars at the same time. And a lot of stars means hundreds of thousands, even millions at a given time.
In TESS, we have 4 cameras looking through a large swath of the sky. A camera like this is fairly small. It's just composed of the lenses, and then the CCDs, and the electronics. I'm fond of this image because it's the first time that we actually image stars with the real, TESS-like camera. It was just astounding that we could see a lot of detail, and it was actually amazing because one of the things that immediately showed was how many satellites were moving across the field of view. I mean, there were like swarms and swarms of them. It gives you better appreciation of how crowded the skies can be, even though it looks like there's nothing happening. There's a lot happening up there.
In exoplanet astronomy, it's such a new field. There's so much to do and so many different things to explore, so many questions that we don't understand yet.
The first exoplanet was discovered just at the turn of the century, and in that short span of time, we're now discovering thousands and thousands of exoplanets.
And some of these systems are really weird. In our solar system, for example, we've got a cluster of small planets that are on the inside, and then there are 4 larger planets on the outside. A lot of these systems are turned around exactly the opposite way, where the large planets are on the inside and the small planets are much further away from their host star. And that's one of the major discoveries that's actually come from the TESS satellite to date.
There's a whole zoo of planets out there, some very strange. I never thought, for example, that you could have stable planets around binaries or neutron stars. There's just a whole zoo, and I think we're just only scratching the surface right now.
The general public can actually help find planets too. In the program Zooniverse, or if you just search for Planet Hunters TESS, the group puts data, real TESS data, out for crowdsourcing. And what's so amazing about this crowdsourced Planet Hunters is the public actually finds planets that the official TESS team missed.
Every time we add a new planet to the catalog, we're filling in the picture of what Earth is and where Earth stands in the wider universe. We're related in this much larger family tree to a whole variety of exoplanets. There's planets that look nothing like Earth, planets that are very similar to Earth. And we're still looking for our twin. So there's this more existential search that's happening underneath the day-to-day that I think is really meaningful and compelling to people.